Nobody was talking about Chelsea today. No one, no one. It was Man United, Arsenal, Manchester City with Kevin De Bruyne back, Liverpool dropping points, and Chelsea are moving in silence. 5-1 against Southampton, emphatic win. 5 different goal scorers. Maresca rotated and played a different team than the team that played in the weekend. The guy now, Enzo Maresca, is moving in a direction that is utilizing everyone in the team. There is no Conference League team and a league team. So he's utilizing everyone. We'll talk about the Chelsea game. We'll talk about how Chelsea absolutely dismantled Southampton. Yes, it's only Southampton, but you can only beat what's in front of you. And we're only going to always going to see the people that keep saying, you only beat this, you only beat that. But before we go on and talk about the game, hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on the notification bell to know when we go live and talk in live streams. Hit the like button, very important for our channel. Of course, different lineup, completely different way of playing. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by this. Completely change of plan, approaching the game different. I kind of didn't think that Maresca is going to approach the season like this with changing who starts here and who starts there and changing his wingers and changing the way actually he plays the midfielders there. So today he started Enzo Fernandez next to Caicedo in the middle and a back four with Malo Gusto on the right back, and he wasn't inverting as much. Kukurea played on the left back. And he didn't play a left winger because he played Joao Felix, who played as another 10, if you watch the game. So he played with 3 10s today. Enzo Fernandez, who had a brilliant game again, by the way. Enzo Maresca is finding the right combinations for this guy to shine. And today, again, the game against Southampton, he wasn't asked to defend. And when he was asked to defend once, yes, Southampton scored. But with the majority of the game, of course, the red card, people will say you only played against 10 men, but the game was already over by then. And yes, Southampton played from the back and made mistakes. But you have to capitalize on them. And they did. Madueke was benched last game. He responded by a goal, and I think an assist or something like this. 1 man of the match as well. And we'll talk about what Maresca said about him. And let me know in the comments after the video. I want to know a couple of questions. I'm asking you a couple of questions. Are actually Chelsea in a title race? Can they actually go and challenge for the title? I'm not going to say they win. I'm not going to say they are favorite. I'm not going to say they are ahead of City, Arsenal, Liverpool. But are they in the mix? Or are they like Aston Villa last season, where they're just going to get the 4th, or they might get 3rd, but they're going to be away from the top spot? The second question that I wanted to ask you is that, do you agree with what Enzo Maresca said about Madueke, which is what we're going to talk about in a second? Because Fabrizio reported that Enzo Maresca, and we're going to talk about the tactics. I'm going to show you the tactical board. We're going to talk about what happened in the game and how Chelsea played. Noni Madueke can do so much more. When he scored or assist, he's happy and he starts to drop a little bit, which is, I think, he is within his right to criticize him, because Noni Madueke today, even though for me he was man of the match and he was brilliant and magnificent, he was complacent. And Noni Madueke today could have had a hat-trick, by the way. Could have had 3 goals. 2 at least. 3 goals. But he was lazy and complacent. And he was a little bit in front of the goal. Not clinical, because he wanted the dink. He wanted to do something different. The reason he was not playing is because the way he was training. He's calling out Noni Madueke's training. Now, the way he trains, we remember, of course, the Zidane Sancho and the Eric Ten Hag, but I think this is different. I'm not sure if Noni Madueke is going to respond to him. Maybe he's just going to respond as he responded by showing the man of the match performance. And that's what Enzo Maresca said. When he scored one, he needs to score again. One is not enough. Go again and again and again. He has 5 goals this season, but 3 of them came against Wolves, if I'm not mistaken, when he scored the hat-trick. So Enzo Maresca is calling him out there. And I'm not sure how to interpret it. Is that good to criticize him publicly? Is that going to motivate the player? I'm not sure how Noni Madueke will respond. I think we'll know in the next days. But do you agree with Enzo Maresca? Or you think it should have been kept in-house? As a Chelsea fan, let me know. And as a rival, do you think this is going to be blown up like the Sancho situation before with Erik ten Hag? But in terms of Chelsea today, Noni Madueke, today, man of the match. Of course, he responded, I think, by posting this was on Instagram. He won man of the match. Hats off to him. Fantastic and great. But before we go on and talk about that game and everything, if we look at the Premier League table, they are moving in silence. Literally, they are moving in silence, Chelsea. They are now ahead of Arsenal, of course, with goal difference. Of course, with goal difference. And now they are second, 7 points only behind Liverpool. They're matching the number of wins and the number of draws and the number of losses of Arsenal. 2 points ahead of Man City. Can they keep this up? They're going to play a tough game in the weekend away against Spurs. Well, Liverpool play Everton away. Can we see a 5 points gap, a 4 points gap? Or it is going to stay at 7? But can Chelsea keep this up? I also want to know from you what you guys think. But the table looks so congested between 2nd and 5th. Of course, Brighton, still they have to play tomorrow. If they win, they're going to go to 26 points, equal to Manchester City. And basically, this is the top 6, at the top 5 at the current moment. Aston Villa won as well, so they are 6 points behind. However, in terms of the game plan and how Chelsea played today, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. Number one, we have to give a shout to Jurgensen, who had a very, very good game today and had magnificent saves. Maybe he proved to Enzo Maresca, I should be number one. He rotated today. I think it was just a matter of rotation. I think we'll see Sanchez start on the weekend. Unless Enzo Maresca is like, no, I'm convinced this guy is the guy. And he's going to start. But I have to give a shout to Enzo Maresca for trusting Adebayo and Axel Disasi today to start at the centre back. And it was very strange because they interchanged between the left and the right. We saw Axel Disasi be here, Adebayo be on the right side, and vice versa. And that was very strange to me that the two centre backs exchanged positions. In terms of the other thing was with Joao Felix with Iran, Enzo Fernandez was on the middle and Cucurella was pushing forward. This was a very strange thing, and Caicedo was the lone DM. And Malo Gusto moved forward, and it looked very strange how Chelsea were attacking with enormous numbers. With basically Enzo Fernandez played as the 10 most of the time if you watch him, but he was leaning to the right side a little bit. He was kind of exchanging with Cole Palmer sometimes. He was leaning towards Madueke. But the three of them, Joao Felix, Enzo Fernandez, and Cole Palmer, were pretty high. Of course, Enzo Fernandez was asked to drop a little bit deeper. Him and actually Joao Felix were going deeper to collect the ball from Caicedo, from Disasi. But basically, on the ball, when they moved forward, they played behind Nkunku, who scored a goal today, and I think he had an assist, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he had an assist, if I'm not mistaken. But we have to say a couple of things before we end this video. Enzo Maresca is finding different solutions for different games. I didn't think that a coach would be able to do this in that short span of time. To change players and exchange positions between the players And absolutely not only that, change the plan. Malo Gusto was not inverting today. He was playing as a right back. Mostly on the right. Yes, he kind of inside the pitch a little bit, but he was not inverting next to Caicedo. He was not. He was maybe inside the pitch a little bit, but he was not fully inverted. He was kind of playing as a right back, as a traditional right back, which is the change of what we normally see for Chelsea. But Chelsea are cooking. I have to say that I am kind of like just thinking about this Chelsea and this Chelsea team, to be honest with you. And if you look at the table, can they keep it up? I say I gave them very slim or none, close to none chance of winning the league, because I don't think they have it in them to continue with the likes of Liverpool or Arsenal. But they might prove me wrong. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, or this is just a dream that they are living at right now. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like button if you're here. Let me know in the comments, because I will try to respond to you. Subscribe to the channel if you are new people. But Chelsea, 5-star performance, of course, today from Chelsea with Cole Palmer on the score sheet. Jadon Sancho off the bench scoring. Madueke scoring. Of course, Nkunku scored. So 5 different goal scorers today. Absolutely fantastic performance. 5 stars under the radar. We have to give a shout out to Enzo Maresca, who trusted the goalkeeper. The second one, 2 new center backs, and they won the game emphatically. Let me know. I will see you guys tomorrow morning or whenever you watch this. Let's check out our live videos, and we'll see you guys later.